doesn't look too bad. Everything's set up right. Basically what we're doing here today is a Bloodborne New Game Plus Any speedrun. I don't have an exact route. I'm gonna run it the way I usually run New Game Plus. And we're gonna see what kind of time I can make. So at 2 minutes, I'll actually start the run. Now again, I've never set a route for this. I've never really planned a speed run. I just kind of run through New Game pretty fast. So I always thought it'd be okay to do a speed run of it. But now we're gonna actually see what kind of time I can make. So starting 2 minutes. We'll continue from New Game Plus any %, not all bosses. All bosses would be significantly longer. There's a few bosses that still give me trouble, like Ebrietas. Alright. Well, let's start the speed run. See how fast I can do it. Loading times are going to eat up a little bit of my split. I mean, I don't have a split, but loading times are going to eat up a little bit of my actual time. Probably won't even be a lot of combat in this run. It'll probably just be me running past enemies and fighting bosses. So I mean, if you're here for combat, well, sorry. This is a speed run. It's 3 doors. Leave me alone, please. Go away. Bring this lamp down. Ow. I'm only down to 14 blood vials. Oh, jeez. Oh well. I'm gonna hit this just in case I die. I'm not gonna immediately go to the dream. It's gonna take too long. That first cutscene takes 4 years. Probably going to be far less commentary in this video than there is in my usual Tekken streams. A lot of concentration is going to go into this. I mean, I know every little thing about Bloodborne. I've put so many hours into it. It's ridiculous. And I know exactly how, where, and when to fight every boss. I know how to kill every boss. But I'd still like to concentrate. So there may be some silent spots. I apologize in advance if there's a significant lack of commentary. Just want to get down here on the shortcut. Another just in case I die thing. Also, I'm gonna want to have this open anyway. Bloodstone shards back there. Eventually, I will get around to doing a New Game 1 100% playthrough, because I can 100% Bloodborne. I've done it, and I will get around to doing that for anybody that's interested. I mean, everybody and their mother at this point knows how to play Bloodborne, but I enjoy it enough that I want to stream it more. Sometimes that dog can jump out and hit you, and it's really weird. And I'm not trying to go for world record. There's no way I'm gonna beat Distortion's time. He's just, you know, it's ridiculous. I would have set a route and done a lot of planning if I wanted to beat Distance time. He's just too good though. I'm hoping to have Gascoigne dead for 15 minutes, at least. I think I may be able to kill Gascoigne before 15 minutes, if I can get him in one go. Sometimes I don't, though. Sometimes I mess it up. Sometimes my parries just don't work out. Let's go ahead and get the Evelyn out. Yeah, is the game audio a little too loud? Because I can bring the game audio back down. I think it's just the crows, though. The crows aren't very well balanced. But anyway, here we are at Gascoigne, and I started at 2 minutes, so we're at 5 minutes technically. See, there it is.
What's that smell?
If I can land my parries right, this should be a really easy fight, but...
Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
I have a habit of messing up parries, especially against Gascoigne. Probably just shoot him to death. Yeah. Okay, one-tried Gascoigne. Got him done in 6 minutes. Not bad. Once we get to Odin Chapel, we'll head to the Dream. I'll get more blood vials and bullets. The game audio down a little bit more. Yeah, pretty good time. About 6 minutes. Started at 2 minutes. So, I started the stream, or the run itself at 2 minutes. But I am, I'm already way off Distortion's time. And there's no way I'm gonna beat Distortion's time. I think his record stands at 24 minutes right now. 24 minutes on the current patch. Cap off on bullets and vials. Oh, no, we got one other thing for the speed run. For the purposes of the speed run. Okay, there we go. Now we go to Cathedral Ward. And go straight to Amelia. straight to Amelia. And then, depending on how much trouble Amelia gets me, that should be done pretty quickly. I'm hoping to have that done before it's gonna need fire paper. Fire paper and tricked saw. Tricked whirligig saw, yeah. Thank you for not standing in my way. Gotta wait for this door to open. Gotta go all the way around. I'm not even gonna worry about any of these madman's knowledges. That is bad. Ouch. They didn't want that. The splash on that axe is pretty good. You're pretty good. That worked out. Shouldn't have, but it did. Run down here. Drop, drop. Take some fall damage. Drop on the dog. Upset the dog. Over here, open this shortcut just in case. It'll take a few extra seconds to open the shortcut. That way I can save a few extra seconds if I die. And then we're just gonna run straight up here to Amelia. We're gonna see what's popping with her. Past these berserk guys. Gonna get Amelia, let my stamina recharge. So I can have full stamina when the fight starts. We're gonna immediately pop a fire paper for maximum damage. Come on. Let's see how fast we can't break one of those legs. Oh, there's one. Get in here and probably break the other one pretty quickly too. Yeah, there it is. Already broke both her legs, broke her head. Might be able to get one of her arms here. Yeah. It's good stuff. Oh man. That was sloppy. Okay, she healed. That means I can break her leg again. Oh, fire paper wore off. Yeah, that was a pretty good Amelia fight. Aside from the sweep she caught me in early, but pretty solid. Time isn't too bad. I'm only at effectively 12 minutes. But now we're coming up on a boss that might give me a little bit of trouble. Might kill me at least once. I usually take a loss. I take an L at the hands of the shadows. Usually. I may not this time though, hopefully. things will go well and I won't die. Can maybe turn this into a no-death speedrun. That'd be pretty nice. Ugh. As far as streaming goes today, I've got the Bloodborne speedrun that I'm doing right now. I've got my Tekken 7 speedrun later tonight, and I'm thinking maybe that I'll stream a little bit of Nuclear Throne later today, just to, as kind of a vent stream, just to talk and have some background noise on. We're gonna flip this lamp. But this week's schedule has been posted on my Twitter. If you follow the Twitter, you can go find the schedule for July 10th through the 16th, I think is Sunday. I'm gonna pop a blood vial as soon as we hit the ground. Yep, good stuff. Full HP. And my rune setup, it isn't really a speedrun rune setup, but it's the runes I like. It's Claw Mark 3, Odin Writhe 3, and Blood Rapture 3. Yeah, there you go. Oh! Yeah. Oops. It's first death because I was looking at my build. But, you know, there you go. There's the build. If you want to see it, you can just pause. That's some lost time. That sucks. It's alright though, it happens. Again, this is just a rough speed run. No route or anything. I don't know why it sent me back to the dream. I lit the lamp. I don't really have a split set up for this. I don't have an estimated time. And also, no, I don't want you to pick me up any food. I don't want you to spend any money. I think my best time off stream doing this is probably about, I think, 50 minutes. I was hoping to get a dropping attack for some rally, but oh well. I think maybe 50 minutes is what I've done off stream, just playing. But that one death here at the hands of the cannon is gonna make my time suffer a little, because this is a pretty long run back. This is honestly one of the worst areas, in my opinion, for a speedrun, because the run back is just, it's very long. There's no real good shortcuts here. And this is one of the few bosses that gives me any kind of trouble outside of DLC, because I've only done the DLC once. So Ludwig and Orphan still give me some trouble, but in the base game, just Bloodborne, this is... Shadows is one of the only bosses that can consistently mess me up. Kill a few extra seconds though. Shortcut. There's Walter. this way. And also this whole area just kinda... This whole area is just kinda iffy for me. I mean... I'm not a huge fan of this area with all the viper pits and pigs and snakehead enemies. And the, 600 branching paths in this area are just kind of annoying for speedrun purposes. Because everything here just kind of looks the same. It's a very samey area. Make sure I've got some bullet paper for ROM. Usually I would run in there and grab the Madman's Knowledge. Because, yeah, in there, I think. Normally there's a Carol rune in there, but if you've already got the rune, it's replaced with the Madman's Knowledge. Go ahead and run up here and open this shortcut. Get this one open, won't hurt. That's also another Madman's Knowledge. But I'm not exactly hurting for insight right now. And now we're gonna fight the one boss that could probably kill this whole speedrun, depending on how many times I play sloppy. I shouldn't have trouble with this boss. This is a fairly easy boss, but I do. Just depends on how good my parries are. And how many fireballs I get hit by. That gave me a good chunk of health back, thanks to Blood Rapture 3. Alright, good parries. That's what I like to see. Nope, I don't want to lock onto you. Alright, that should kill. Close. I can just shoot him one more time. Okay, I had to shoot him twice then. There we go. Basically in that phase, you just want to get that guy out of there as fast as possible because he becomes really aggressive once you hit phase 2. And he's got these long-range sword attacks that'll just wreck you. I like to use the Beast Hunter Saif against this guy because that can happen. I really do not like this boss. This is probably my least favorite boss in all of Bloodborne. This and then Mikolash. I don't like Mikolash either. And Mikolash is probably going to take the longest because I cheese him every time. I don't see a reason to fight him normally. But again, we're going to head back down here and try and do it this time. If I die more than, I don't know, 3-4 times to this boss though, the speedrun's basically dead and I'm probably going to cut the stream. I'm not going for a world record, but, I'm going for under 2 hours at least. long run back through the same forest. Where everything looks the same. Bunch of snakes. We hang right here to go through that shortcut I opened earlier. Little drop down right here. Land on that so I don't take any fall damage. Gonna go in here and try this fight again. See if I can't knock it out this time. Hopefully I can. I'm not really worried about those echoes, you know, souls. I mean, they're souls. I'm not too worried about getting them back, but I'm gonna. Because I'm a self-respecting Dark Souls player, so, you know. Okay, that's 2 wasted bullets that I'll just get back here. Oh, that shreds too. You gotta be really careful about that. Yeah, I'm wasting a lot of bullets, but Odin Writhe will give me back basically all of them. And then I'm gonna want to get backstab. And then I'm just gonna R1 him once for the kill. Beast Hunter Scythe, because this guy likes to dodge. And the Beast Hunter Scythe gives you that nice little forward momentum on the R1s. All these tombstones make it pretty nice. This is a good spot to do this. Ow. That's the first time he's ever hit me with anything other than fireballs. I don't think you can cheese him the way you can cheese the Keeper of the Old Lords, where you can just pull out the same attack over and over again. No snakes. He got the snakes anyway for some reason. And then the rest of the fight is pretty cake. Just get to hit you a bunch. Yeah, here you go. Here you go. Take it. Ah, that fireball didn't hit me for some reason. Yeah, I don't care. I'll trade with you. It's not like you're gonna kill me. And there's that boss. Oh, didn't mean to call beyond. Make contact, that's what that is. Call beyond is a magic item. Now we get to move on to Rom. Gotta watch out for all these Miko zombies. Oh. Because if they catch you, it'll put you in frenzy, and also it'll just take a while to get through the whole animation. It's just an annoying animation to have to watch every time they catch you. Sit here for a second. Throw his fireballs. Pull this. Shortcut. If this hunter up here call beyonds me, I'm gonna die. So fingers crossed that RNG doesn't make him do a call beyond. Well, he probably will. No call beyond, please. No call beyond? Okay, thank goodness. And now we're gonna want to down the ladder, and we get to go straight to Rom. Because I've already got everything I need from Master Willem, unless the Hunter Call Beyonds me right here, which would suck. Ow. Thanks. Okay, now we go straight to Rom. Rom shouldn't be too... It's just micromanaging. Rom's gonna take a little bit, because I've got to kill all her spiders, instead of just killing her. Instead of just going straight to killing Rom, I've got to kill every single spider. Because if you don't kill her spiders first, it's suicide. Because they do a lot of damage. They're not nearly as bad as Freya's spiders in Dark Souls 2 as far as damage numbers, but they will hurt you a lot. Now we're gonna trick it and throw a bolt paper on for some heavy damage. Just stack it up. Maybe we'll stagger out of the teleport. Aw, dang. Couldn't get it. I was hoping for a teleport stagger, that would have been nice. But now Rom gets some attacks. Just, you know, run to the left or right of the screen to avoid that one if you don't already know. Bolt paper ought to make short work of the spiders. That attack I usually walk towards her, if there's enough spiders that I can get up in there. If she rolls onto her back, walking towards her will generally mitigate that attack. And when I do my 100% playthrough, I'll get around to more in-depth boss strategies. At least the strategies I use. And run to the left or right of the screen. And now we're basically just going to do the same thing we did earlier. But we're going to have to watch out for AoEs. Oh, we got the teleport stagger. Now put some damage on. Oh, we got a double teleport stagger. I thought she was doing an AoE, and that's why I dodged away. I like to play the last two phases of Rom unlocked, just in case she goes for an AoE. That way I can see it coming and sprint away, rather than having to dodge 6 or 7 times to get out of it. But again, I'll go into a more in-depth strategy when I do my 100% playthrough. Oh, why that's not swinging twice. I'm hitting R1 twice. Blunt weapons are very good for this fight, like the whirligig saws, or transformed. The whirligig saw's one-handed form is very good. The nitrous is very good for this. Oh, I figured that would land. Didn't kill me though, thank goodness. That one's not gonna land though, I started running early enough. Okay. And now once you get here, you want to be really careful. Because she can start flailing. And that is very heavy damage if you get hit by any part of her. But that'll do it. That's Rom. A pretty good time on Rom. And our next boss will be the one reborn. Text me after the speedrun gag and we'll talk about it. May need to go back to the dream to get some more blood vials. I think I made up the time I lost on Shadows with that ROM fight though. That was pretty good. Got her in one pass. Solid stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... Well, no, I shouldn't actually have to go back to the dream. I can get enough blood vials in this area to make up for the amount I lost. I should only need about... Depending on what attacks he does, I should only need about 14 to fight the one reborn. Normally I'd take quite a little while in this area to collect all the bloodstone chunks and everything. But I'll save all that for my 100% speedrun, or my 100% playthrough. Pop another blood vial, just stay capped off, just because I got winged anymore. Oh, that hurts. Well, that'll refill my blood vials at least. Took too long. Okay, just text me after the stream, and we'll talk about it. That's gonna kill a little bit of time. I should be able to keep this under an hour, though. All depends on the RNG of one reborn, though. It's a very RNG heavy boss. Get my souls back. Alright, was fast enough that time. I'm not even gonna worry about opening that shortcut door. It's just taking an extra couple seconds that I don't feel like using. There's a bloodstone chunk right to your left as soon as you come down those stairs. That's a really cool segment that I really like. It just looks really cool. It's some Dragon Ball Z kind of stuff. That's 2 bloodstone chunks. Ow. You shot me. Dogs are right behind me, I'd say. 3 hunters here, and I've never killed all 3 of them. That guy drops claw mark 1. I'm gonna run up here and grab the shortcut, because there's 2 things you can do here. You can go down into the street and go straight to the one reborn through all the coffin monsters. Or you can go through here, avoid these dogs, and step in this. And you've got a maybe slower for speedrun purposes, but I think it's a much easier way to get to the one reborn at least. Go this way. I'm gonna have to kill this guy because he doesn't move. So I'm just gonna saw the crap out of him. Yep, bye. I'm gonna want Trick for him anyway for the fight, so I'll just leave it like this. Get out into the street. We're gonna immediately start sprinting, and we're gonna go Serpentine. Serpentine. Because they fire some pretty high damage projectiles. And Serpentine works. Serpentine. Trying to avoid projectile serpentine. My cape is flipping out. Oh, I don't like that. One reborn. At 38 minutes. Again, this boss might give me a little bit of trouble depending on the RNG. If he decides to do a lot of Rain of Corpses or explosions, I might have some trouble here. And whatever he decides to do when I'm up here killing the Bell Ladies. This basically Tower Knight ripoff. Tower Knight slash Gaping Dragon, at least. Except not nearly as cool as either of them. It's just a big gross pile of corpses. I'm gonna use fire paper to increase my damage output. Okay, he'll be priming an AoE once I get down the stairs. Yep, there it is. I like to hit these legs first. There's that Rain of Corpses I was talking about. Does ridiculous damage. It's one leg down. It's two legs down. Let my stamina get back to full. That'll be a third leg. And that's a fourth leg. And now you're going to want to put a lot of damage on this guy. Oh, man. What do you mean, Rain of Corpses? You quit that. I was stuck inside him for a minute. That was spooky. Flailing. Flailing. Oh, man. I don't even know what happened. That was just ridiculous. I shouldn't have let that happen. I got caught inside him and it was bad. That was bad. Oof. That's why I don't lock on to him. Because the camera just doesn't work. It's the same with Dark Beast. Loran, Dark Beast, and Parl. Parl a little less so, but Loran, Dark Beast especially. The camera just stops working. I get this, not even gonna send the ladder back up, or the elevator back up. I shouldn't have to. Oh, don't get stuck on the door frame. Run the same route we did through the street, Serpentine. Make sure I got my Gatling gun on, just in case. For the Mikolash fight. Okay, good. Good, good. I'm just gonna saw you to death? Never mind. You'll just let me run around you then. That's fine too. Saves me a little bit of time. Saves me an extra, maybe 45 seconds, not having to saw you to death. Trying Serpentine so I don't get counter damaged. Any hits on you while sprinting are counter damage, and they will do way too much on this NG cycle. Oh, hey, you quit that. Hang low, you stinky boss. We're gonna heal back up because that was dirty. We're gonna wait for him to throw something. Ouch. This boss, I've got mixed feelings about this boss. It's a better Tower Knight. Of course, I mean, Tower Knight was cool, but this is a better Tower Knight. like to come up here and kill these bell ladies early because they can heal him and they can throw damaging fireballs that just will throw my whole strategy out of whack. It's unnecessary to kill them. They don't do that much damage and they don't heal him that fast. There's the AoE. We're gonna run in here. Oh, flailing. Rain of corpses. There's one leg. Goes the second leg. And there's the third leg. And the fourth. Oh, come on now. Quit all that nonsense. And this should kill. There we go, one reborn done. And now we get to go straight to Mikolash, which is gonna take a while. We're already gonna switch into Scythe, and we're gonna pull out the Beast Roar, so you can see how I cheese Mikolash, because that's good fun. Not a bad one reborn fight. That first one was a little sloppy because I locked on and got stuck inside him. And, but other than that, made some pretty good time on it. Once we get out here to the Nightmare Frontier, or not the Frontier, this is Nightmare of Mensis. Once we get out to Nightmare of Mensis, I'm going to head back to the Dream, restock on Blood Vials, because I'm going to need plenty for the Mikolash cheese that I do. I'm going to need max Blood Vials for the cheese that I do. And I could do one of two things. I could just die to restock my Blood Vials, but that would take... I don't know if that would be faster than going back to the Dream or not. I've never actually compared the times. Huh. I'll have to look at that if I ever do another speedrun. I might just find out right here. That Silver Beast long range. Easily parried though. Don't come into this area and think that the Silver Beasts are, you know, scary. I mean, they're super easy to parry. You can basically parry them as soon as they start an attack animation. They're the same as the church walkers, the white face guys. Just as soon as they start their attack animation, you can parry them, and it's just an easy win. But let's go ahead and get a little restock before I go fight Mikolash. Okay, might as well. No, I shouldn't have to restock on sedatives. I'm not gonna do the Brain of Mensis. Yeah, oh, no, let me go through the headstone. With this being a speedrun, I'm not gonna fight my favorite boss in the game. I'm gonna do the good ending. My favorite boss will not be fought. Sadly. Run this way. Try not to get frenzied, because that'll be pretty trash. I shouldn't though, I usually don't. Really the only way to get frenzied pretty bad out here is if you just stand in the middle of the area and just let him frenzy you. But if you keep moving, you'll be fine. Mensis Nightmare isn't that bad. This area kind of sucked when I first came through it, but if any of my viewers have arachnophobia, I suggest you turn off the stream now or close it for a minute, because this area is not very good for arachnophobes, if you couldn't already tell. Some pretty big nightmare apostles. And here we have the Lobos Jr. Okay, completely avoided Lobos Jr. On my 100% playthrough, I'll take a good look at that guy and let you realize why I called him Lobos Jr. Because if you haven't seen him up close, it's, you know, it's a dead on. Got counter damage because I was jumping. Gotta be very careful about that. That was just very sloppy. That's a lot of lost time, actually. Dang. It's not gonna hurt too much though. I'll be able to make it up pretty quickly. The Mikolash fight's gonna be lost time though. It's gonna be long. Because it's completely RNG based on how long my cheese takes. The cheese works, it just depends on where he goes. If he decides to run to the right spot twice, as soon as I walk into the boss fight, good. I'll be very happy. But 9 times out of 10, Mikolash decides not to do that, because he's a douchebag. Arachnophobia warning. Whoop. Ah. No. Camera, please stop focusing on the big spider. Get another run in with Lobos Jr. No, not today. Stop it. Don't jump at me. There is a shortcut right there immediately to your right when you come down those stairs if you want to take it. But I think it actually takes longer than the normal run back. Mainly because I don't remember where it puts you out at. But that's my own fault. We're gonna go this way. Bye. Thanks. This one can give me a little trouble. You're gonna want to roll through your attack and then stand here, because that arrow will hit you for frenzy and it'll do pretty good damage. Basically everything out here will hit you for either frenzy or slow poisoning. Or maybe it's quick poisoning? I can't remember what kind of poisoning it is. We're gonna hit that shortcut though. And now we're gonna do the Mikolash fight. Hopefully RNG will be on my side and he'll go where I want him to early. I won't have to chase him around this whole area. Hopefully. But I like to use the Beast Hunter Scythe for the chase because that forward momentum is really helpful in hitting him while he's running. Probably hit him right. Nope, never mind. If he gets caught on a puppet or a corner though, I can hit him at least once and get a little extra damage, which is always nice to have. Like right here, I think I've got enough distance to hit him. Yeah, there it is. But if you hit him out here, he just teleports anyway, so... Ow. I didn't mean to lock onto the puppet. Stay locked on the Mikolash, chase him around for 20 minutes. Ugh. Just go on down the rabbit hole. Is he going? Oh, thank God. Now we're gonna kill the 2 puppets that pop up in here first. We're gonna be really careful though, because if he hits me with Augur, it's a one-shot. I don't know where he is. That's scary. Did you guys know that puppets bleed? Okay, I'm trying to call out Augur. Yeah, there we go. And here's where the cheese starts. Exhaust all your stamina and just whiff the beast roar completely because you were too slow, I guess. Okay. Basically, if you exhaust like half your stamina and hit a beast roar, it'll knock him down and you can just start hitting him again forever until phase 2 starts, which is how I do phase 1 because Augur one-shots me and that sucks. Since I didn't take the shortcut elevator all the way down, I'm gonna have to run all the way over here and maybe get frenzied. Maybe. Yeah? No. No, I'm not gonna get frenzied. I'm good. Gonna take some heavy damage, but I'm not gonna get frenzied. Okay, well, I might. Okay, we're gonna light this lamp, so I don't have to do that again. And we're gonna full heal. And we're actually gonna cheese Mikolash properly this time. I'm gonna exhaust like half my stamina. Actually, I'm gonna do... Well, no, never mind. Before I got the Saif all the way up to 10, I like to use the Beast Claws for this cheese because they're fast. They give you a lot of positioning, and also they stack up a whole lot of damage very fast. Beast Claws against Rom is if you just consistently hit her a lot with Bolt Paper on. Beast Claws on Rom will let you skip phases. It'll let you skip 2 of the teleports. Which honestly kind of makes the fight harder because she'll spawn double spiders. But it's cool to see. Yeah, put a little free damage on. Try not to lock onto the puppets because that'll mess my camera up. Please just go the right way. You're not gonna because you're a douchebag.
As you once did for the flexuous brother.
Grant us eyes. Yeah. The most talkative boss in the Souls series, next to maybe even more than Osiris. Okay. Now we're gonna kill the puppets. Keep a close eye on Mikolash so I don't get one-tapped by Augur. That one was a little too close for comfort. Whoop. Oh, he backstepped out of it. I've never actually knocked him out back into the hallway. I don't like that. I don't want him out in this hallway. Come on, come back in here. Yeah, this is gonna take a little while. Just try not to get one tapped by Augur. Get him into a corner. Beast Roar. Stamina build back up. Start hitting him again. Beast Roar. Rinse, wash, repeat until phase 2 starts. And there you have the phase 1 cheese of Mikolash. The phase 2 will take a little bit longer. But the phase 2 cheese is a whole lot safer. Like, there's no chance of getting one tapped if you do the cheese in phase 2. Which is nice because, you know, getting one tapped by Call Beyond, that's a lot of counter damage. Getting one tapped by Call Beyond for the 30th time in the game kind of sucks. But up until we get him in the right spot, it's another wild goose chase around the rooms. I want to get him right there on those stairs. And to do that, you got to chase him down here. Usually what the game would expect you to do is when he gets down there to do a plunging attack. And if you do a plunging attack, he'll drop down, he'll teleport into this room where you'll actually have to fight him one-on-one, and he'll have all kind of Call Beyond and Augur and a whole mess of abilities that can one-tap you and ruin the whole fight. But if you get him right here, you can just do this. And you can use a Bone Marrow Ash Evelyn. That'll put out really good damage. You can use Tiny to Nitrous. You can use Black Sky Eye. I've seen people use Black Sky Eye. Really any kind of ranged attack will hit him right here. And it's just whatever you prefer. Whatever puts on damage fast enough for you. I like to use my Gatling gun. But you just want to be really careful of these puppets, because once you get down to blood bullets, they can kill you pretty quickly. And this is the whole Mikolash fight. For me, at least. I don't believe you can use the cannon for this. I think the cannon, aside from not being able to make enough blood bullets for it, I think it will actually knock him down. And will mess up the whole cheese. And that's Mikolash. We're definitely going to head back to the Dream to restock on bullets and blood vials. And then we go straight to Murgo, which will be our last boss. Well, not Murgo, but Murgo's wet nurse, who will be our last boss of the whole run. We are at an hour. Maybe an hour and a minute. Time is not too bad. It's not as good as Distortion's. His time is ridiculous, but it's not a bad time. It's about where I expected to be. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, but I'm pretty stacked against Murgo. I mean, she's not... The wet nurse isn't a very hard boss at all. Out of every boss in the game, I'd say it's probably top 5 easiest. I mean, the whole strategy is just stand behind it. Normally, I'd take a route to the wet nurse that would take me through Brain of Mensis and give me the Bloodstone Rock. But since this is a speed run, I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to take my normal route without hitting Brain of Mensis, which is that way, and will be an extra probably 3 or 4 minutes, depending on how bad Frenzy gets. I'm just going to take my usual route, which is to ignore all the shadows. You know, bad boss rule number 1, does it become a basic enemy later on? And the shadows do, so they check that box. Some bloodstone chunks from that guy if you need them. I think he drops 3, maybe 3 or 2. There's another set of chunks over there, along with 2 shadows. There's a whole set of shadows up here. And if you're feeling really cheesy, you can just draw those shadows out and they'll fight the pigs, and the pigs will win, I promise. Grab Sefka's blood vial there. We're gonna prime that shortcut. We're gonna go ahead and throw Sefka's blood vial on. Should have sent that elevator back down, but I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. Should be able to one pass Marco's Wet Nurse. That's the only attack I watch out for, is that golf swing. That's the only thing that can really mess me up pretty bad. I like to let her hit me once or twice with that attack, because she'll continue the attack if she hits you, which means you can just stay behind her and keep on wailing on her. See, now she'll continue the attack. But if she doesn't hit you, she'll stop that attack. And that's one of the most easily punishable attacks she has. Is that multi-swipe. Yep. Good stuff. I like to see that. Thank you. Rally all my health back. What are you doing? Gotta be very careful about that attack, because if you don't stagger her out of it, she'll summon her clone. But the basic strat for this is to just walk around. You just walk in a circle and you'll be fine. Just walk in a circle and occasionally dodge left. And, you know, you're alright. The best thing to do here, at least, because her and the clone will wreck you. It will do good damage. Of course, if the clone spawns right in front of you, you got a saw cleaver or another fast-hitting weapon, you can one-tap the clone. One hit will kill it. It won't stay dead forever, but it will kill it for that pass, which is, it's a little helpful. But basically, you just dodge to the left until she's done with it, and then just get back behind her. And that's that golf swing is the only attack that she can get you with if you're trying to get behind her, because it hits in a 180-degree curve around her. She can teleport too. Now, if she teleports close enough to you, your cape, if you have a cape on, and your armor will float in the direction she teleported to. It'll fly, like if she teleports to the left of you, it'll flap to the left, etc. You know, there's little things that make this fight easier than it should be. Okay, she hit me, so she's gonna keep on going. Got the stagger. That attack can hit behind her if you're at a certain angle. Looks like she's gonna get another clone out. Didn't stagger her fast enough, so I'm just gonna do the same strategy. Just walk, is this counterclockwise or clockwise that I'm walking? I think it's clockwise. You know, don't even pay attention to Murgo. You can't lock on when she's got the fog out anyway. So just, you know, just walk this way. Walk around. Get a good view of the environment. Get a feel for where you are. Take a leisurely stroll. You don't even have to sprint. I don't think she'll ever continue the multi-sweeps more than 3 times. I think she'll only do it 3 times, but that's Murgo's Wet Nurse. She's gonna pop a whole bunch of blood vials because I don't care. And now you have to wait until the baby dies, because the baby is the boss. Rate my fashion, souls. Alright, now we gotta go back to the dream. And spoiler warning for anybody that hasn't seen any of the endings for Bloodborne. In this day and age, you probably should have, but if you haven't, spoiler warning, I'm about to get one of the endings. I'm not going to watch it, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to want to head down here, all the way over here, to this beautiful area. And as much as I'd love to fight my favorite boss in the game, we're not gonna. Okay, again, spoiler warning. And we're gonna watch this. Just the beginning of it. No, we're not. I lied. And that'll be the end of the speedrun. Made pretty alright time. It was an hour and 9 minutes. Thanks to everyone that tuned in. Thanks to anyone that will tune in. And I'll be back here later.